Welcome to our travel documentary. Today, we're diving deep into the legal systems of two very different worlds, the shimmering metropolis of Dubai and the land of the free America. Get ready for some serious culture shock as we explore 15 shocking legal things in Dubai that are considered criminal offenses in America. Trust me, you won't believe some of these. All right, lovebirds, listen up. Let's talk about public displays of affection, or as I like to call it, PDA. In America, it's all par for the course, right? Well, in Dubai, it's a different story. Public displays of affection are strictly regulated in Dubai. We're talking a no kissing, no hugging, definitely no more than holding hands kind of policy. So if you're strolling down the Dubai Creek holding your sweetheart's hand, be prepared for some disapproving stares, or worse, a chat with the local authorities. The difference in cultural norms is pretty stark, so when in Dubai, keep the PDA to a minimum, all right? Save the lovey-dovey stuff for behind closed doors. Let's raise a glass, or maybe not, depending on where you are. In the US, alcohol flows freely. You hit 21 and bam! You can order a drink. But Dubai's got rules. You need a special license available to non-Muslim residents. For licensed venues, imagine explaining this to Americans. Wait, you need permission to drink? The contrast is wild, so when in Dubai, pack your patience. Just kidding, don't do that. Moving in with your significant other is a big step, right? It's a sign of commitment, a way to save on rent. In the United States, living with your partner before marriage is about as common as forgetting to take your reusable bags to the grocery store. We've all been there. But in Dubai, things are a little more traditional. Cohabiting with a partner outside of marriage is strictly prohibited under Islamic law. It's considered a serious offense that can land you in some serious trouble with the authorities. This law applies to both Muslim and non-Muslim residents. So if you're planning on sharing a roof with your beloved in Dubai, you might want to get a marriage certificate first. Just saying. Let's talk about fashion, baby. In the United States, you're free to rock whatever style you want, but in Dubai, things are different. Cross-dressing is illegal in Dubai. The law stems from interpretations of Islamic teachings. The UAE has strict public decency laws. Authorities enforce these laws strictly. Be mindful of local laws and customs. Freedom of speech. It's a cornerstone of American democracy, right? The right to express your opinions, even if they're critical of the government, is pretty much sacred in the US. But in Dubai, it's a different story. Criticizing the government, the royal family, or even the laws of the UAE can land you in hot water. The government has strict laws against defamation and anything deemed to be harmful to national security or public order. This includes online activities, so think twice before you post that angry tweet about the traffic in Dubai. Expressing opinions publicly, especially if critical of those in power, can have serious consequences. So, while you're free to discuss politics and current events, it's best to do so respectfully and in private settings. So, you want to make a difference? That's awesome! But in Dubai, it's not so simple. Fundraising is illegal without government permission. You need a permit even for a good cause. Dubai authorities are strict about this. Bacon lovers, prepare to have your minds blown, or maybe just your taste buds disappointed. In America, bacon is practically a religion. But in Dubai, pork products are a big no-no. Islamic dietary laws, known as halal, forbid the consumption of pork. Some supermarkets have special sections for non-Muslim customers where you can find pork products, but they're usually tucked away behind closed doors and clearly labeled. And don't even think about bringing your own stash of bacon through customs. Trust me, it's not worth the risk. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Well, that saying doesn't quite hold up when you're talking about Dubai. While gambling is a multi-billion-dollar industry in the United States, with casinos in almost every state, it's strictly prohibited in Dubai. This all comes down to Islamic teachings, which view gambling as a form of exploitation and a waste of money. Horse racing, for example, is a popular sport in Dubai, and while betting is technically illegal, people find ways around it. But for the most part, gambling is a no-go in Dubai, so keep your poker face at home and focus on enjoying the other amazing things that Dubai has to offer. In America, we've made some serious progress when it comes to LGBTQ+ rights. Same-sex marriage is legal nationwide, and there are laws in place to protect LGBTQ+ individuals from discrimination. But in Dubai, being LGBTQ+ is still very much taboo. Homosexuality is illegal and can result in imprisonment, fines, and even deportation. Public displays of affection between same-sex couples are strictly prohibited, and there are no legal protections against discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity. There are LGBTQ+ individuals in Dubai, but they often live in secrecy for fear of persecution. It's a sad reality that highlights the stark contrast in social attitudes and legal protections between these two countries. VPNs, or virtual private networks, are all the rage these days. They encrypt your internet connection, protect your privacy, and let you access geo-restricted content. In America, using a VPN is perfectly legal, but in Dubai, using a VPN can land you in hot water. The UAE has strict cybercrime laws, and using a VPN to access blocked websites or content can be seen as a violation of these laws. The authorities in Dubai have a history of monitoring internet activity, and using a VPN could raise red flags, so be aware of the potential risks. In America, dancing is a way of life. We dance at weddings, we dance in clubs, we even dance in the grocery store aisles when our favorite song comes on. Don't act like you haven't done it. But in Dubai, public dancing is a bit more complicated. While dancing is permitted in licensed venues like clubs and bars, spontaneous street performances or public displays of dancing are generally frowned upon. This is partly due to cultural norms that emphasize modesty and decorum in public spaces. Just be mindful of your surroundings and remember that what's considered appropriate in one culture might not fly in another. In the age of Instagram and social media, we're constantly snapping photos and videos of everything and everyone. In America, it's generally acceptable to take photos in public places, although there are some exceptions like military bases or secure government buildings. But in Dubai, you need to be much more careful about who and what you photograph. Taking photos of people without their consent is strictly prohibited, and this includes posting photos of people on social media without their permission. Dubai has strict privacy laws, and violating them can result in hefty fines or even jail time. So, when in doubt, it's always best to ask for permission before snapping that pic. Let's face it, we all have our moments where a well-placed curse word just seems to fit the situation. In America, swearing in public is generally frowned upon, but it's not necessarily illegal. But in Dubai, swearing in public is a big no-no. Dubai has strict laws against public indecency, and this includes using offensive language. Even swearing in the heat of the moment or using mild curse words can land you in trouble with the authorities. This applies to both spoken and written language, so think twice before you unleash that profanity-laced tirade on social media. Ramadan is a holy month for Muslims around the world, and in Dubai, it's observed with great reverence. During Ramadan, Muslims fast from dawn till dusk, abstaining from food and drink. In America, there are no legal restrictions on eating or drinking in public during Ramadan. But in Dubai, eating, drinking, or smoking in public during fasting hours is strictly prohibited, and this applies to both Muslims and non-Muslims. Even chewing gum or taking a sip of water in public view can be considered disrespectful and could land you in trouble. Many restaurants and cafes are closed during the day during Ramadan, and those that are open usually have curtains drawn to shield those who are fasting from the sight of food. When it comes to medication, what flies in America might get you grounded in Dubai. In the US, you can usually walk into a pharmacy and buy over-the-counter medications for common ailments like headaches or colds. But in Dubai, the rules surrounding medications are much stricter. Many common medications that are readily available over the counter in the US require a prescription in Dubai. Dubai also has a zero-tolerance policy for illegal drugs, and even possessing small amounts of certain medications that are legal in other countries can result in severe penalties, including imprisonment. If you're traveling to Dubai and need to bring medication, it's essential to check the Dubai government's website or contact the UAE embassy or consulate in your home country for a list of prohibited medications. So, there you have it, 15 shocking legal differences between Dubai and America that might just make you double-check your passport and pack an extra dose of cultural awareness. Thanks for watching. We hope you found these legal differences as fascinating as we did. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting travel documentaries. See you next time.